Hey everyone, welcome back to String Cheese and Applesauce, where today we're doing episode 2 of Mass Lego Destruction. Basically, I am disassembling more of my sets. I did this last night. I mentioned that this was an experimental thing. I'm playing with some new stream software, so I made some changes from the stream last night. Not much, it's subtle. So, learning from my mistakes as we go. That's really the best way to do things, is learning from those mistakes. So, well, basically everything you see in front of me, I'm going to try to get disassembled. I'm making room for some more mocks. So, we've got, I have more to disassemble if I finish with everything that's in front of me right now. But right now it's just trying to finish up what's in front of me. So, like we have some people already joining in on the chat. We have Finn O'Sullivan, Matthew Heisler, what's up Matthew? And Learned Brick, howdy. Appreciate you guys joining me. So, everyone that joins in, feel free to let me know where you're watching from. I know this is a World Wide Web, so there's so many people across the world that could be watching this stream, so curious to know where you guys are at. So all these sets I'm taking apart are sets that I've either had together for a very long time, or it's stuff that I really just don't care for and I'm ready to disassemble them and make room for new stuff. So that's what's going on here. Making room for new stuff. There is some old stuff in here. The set is old. I've had this up on a shelf for a while and about time to replace it with something. This one, I've actually already cribbed some parts when I was doing a mock, so there's stuff missing out of this one. So I just happened to need some of the parts out of it one day, and I started taking them off of there. What's up, Mr. Rhinosaur? Heisler says, when will this video start? It should be started already. It's showing as live on my screen, so not quite sure when it'll start on your screen. These streams are more or less going to be impromptu, just kind of whenever I feel like, or whenever I some time to do some stuff. So I, you know, as most everyone knows, I do the bulk of my videos now on the Hidden Brick channel. But I feel like I've been neglecting this channel a little bit, so I figured when I start doing some more mocking, which should be early next week, and anytime I just do random Lego stuff like this, I'll just kind of go live with a stream and just make it kind of this interactive thing of people can chat with me as they either watch, or maybe you're at home doing the same thing that I'm doing. This could be your time to do some disassembling and sorting and storing of your Lego while I do the same thing here. So I think get used to some of this on this channel, and if you like just having something playing in the background while you're either building or if you're disassembling stuff as well, then this may be a perfect stream for you. Upstate New York, Learned Brick, thanks for joining me. Guess that's a Buffalo area. I've never been to New York State. Been to Boston, just flew in there, spent about a week in Boston once. It's the closest to New York I've been. I've been to Pennsylvania. I've never actually been to New York State. Love to go. Rhinosaur is having an issue with sorting. So that's, that's a great topic to talk about, and I could talk about it right now. So when I got back into Lego, well, let me back up. A little bit of history. And some people already know this history, but when I was younger, obviously I had Lego as a kid, but it wasn't a lot of Lego. It was just enough to put in a bin or two. I think we had 2 Lego bins, but we didn't need to sort it because there wasn't really that much to sort. We just dumped the bin out and built stuff. No big deal, right? Well, as an adult fan of Lego, you grow up, you get a job, you have expendable income, and the Lego quantity escalates to where you actually need to sort it to make it usable. So when I was getting to that point, I decided to, and I did a little bit of research. I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do, but I decided to sort by part type, not by color. And the reason why is if there was a bin full of the exact same part, and all I needed was a particular color out of it, it was actually easier to find one color out of all the same parts. Because believe it or not, they stand out. Like if you're looking for a particular red color, or a brown, or a black, or a white, you can find it really, really quick in a bin full of the same parts. So that's what I ended up doing. Now, as those bins get overflowed, sometimes I have to consolidate them to similar colors. Like maybe all of the shades of gray get put in a bin by themselves. But if it's a small enough bin, you can easily find the particular part in those bins. And I know this for a fact because when I do my mocks, I can build stuff so quick because I know where the parts are. I know exactly what I'm looking for. I just have to find the right color. And it goes so quick. So that is my preference. I'm not saying it's the right or the wrong way to do it. I'm just saying that's how I prefer to do it for my building style. It's really up to the individual to determine what type of sorting system they need or what works best for them. Like I said, when I was a kid, I didn't need a sorting system. We just used the same bin and just dumped it out and built something. It wasn't no big deal. So it's up to each individual to figure out what works for them. If someone were to ask me how to do it, I would say by part type. And it's the only way to go. Just think about it. If you have a full bin of just light gray parts, you're looking for this one piece, stud with a hole in it. You only have 4 or 5 of them. And you have a bin this big full of gray parts. Think about the nightmare trying to find that little part in that giant bin anytime soon. I mean, I think you'll eventually find it, but it'll take a while. So that's my advice. I'm curious to hear what everyone else says. It looks like Learned Brick says the part type is the way to go. Got someone on board with me. Orange Lego tools are so handy. Yeah, the brick separators. I call them weapons of mass destruction, because you can disassemble your sets a lot easier. Says so Mr. Rhinosaur says, I have 2 or so, and it helps a bunch. So, you guys want to see how many I have? I don't know if I can show you all the ones, to be honest with you. Let me first show you. I have 2 right here. I have another one that was behind me on my building table. Picking parts off the ground here. And I have that whole pile over there. 2 piles of them over there. What's up, Mr. H? There's Ralph DeBrule. Thanks for joining me tonight as I destroy my Lego sets. AKA take them apart and talk Lego. Oh, and all of these brick separators that I showed you, the ones that are here, plus the ones that are over there, that's still not all of them I have. I have about 3 or 4 bins of parts that I take to Lego conventions when I set up there. And I know for sure that those have about 2 or 3 more brick separators scattered amongst those bins. So I've got them laying kind of, not laying everywhere, but I have them in the right places when I need them. Let's put it that way. Because I went to one show once where I needed one, and of course I have all of these separators, and I didn't have one with me. Like the one thing I forgot. So ever since that, I threw about 3 of them in my bins. That way I made sure if I lost one I had a spare. Lost the spare, I had another one. You store Lego on a daily basis. I wish I could. If I did, I wouldn't. Well, yeah, I just wish I could. I can't imagine what would happen if I did. I think ultimately it's kind of like that inbox zero feeling. If you can sort and store all of your Lego every day, you should never really have any sorting and storing ever to do. But it's almost impossible, especially if you've got kids and you're working and got other stuff going on in life. Kind of Lego is secondary to everything. No, I don't store my Lego daily. I do it about, I don't know, I'm trying to think. Not as often as I should, but I'm thinking maybe about 3 to 4 times a month. So it'll be like a week or 2 where I'll get caught up, and then a couple weeks will go by, and then I'll do another day or 2. It's never enough though to catch up. You can see what I'm doing here is I'm disassembling these stuff and just putting it in a bulk bin. It's because my storage system is already overflowing with parts. I actually don't need any of these parts. And any parts that I do need, I'm actually keeping them off to the side right here. So these are parts that I'm going to put in the storage stuff. But as I'm taking them apart, basically anything that I know that my parts are already overflowing, I'm just throwing them in this, what I call overflow bin. So as you can tell, it's pretty much everything. Everything I'm taking off is going in the overflow bin. It's my part storage, which I'm sure most everyone watching has probably seen my room tours. And you've seen my storage solution, so that is actually overflowing. Parts everywhere. But anyway, that's what's going on here. So I'm not even storing it. I'm just disassembling. I'm just doing destruction. Look at the title of the video. It's the destruction stream. Ralph DeBrule asks, what would you say the shelf life of your sets before you destruct them for parts? That's actually a good question. I mentioned it last night. Sorry, picking up a part. When I was disassembling some sets, I did a short stream last night. Basically, I said that it depends. And what it depends on is, one, if I like the set, Two, if I don't like the set. I guess that's really it. Those are the two factors. So the stuff I like, personally, I'm a fan of Technic, and I rarely disassemble my Technic sets. When I do disassemble them, they are usually about 2 to 3 years old. You know, I'm kind of out with the old and with the new type of stuff. What else? Star Wars sets I actually keep together. Well, most Star Wars. Some of them I don't. But the larger ships I usually do keep together. Like I have 3 of the TIE Fighters. Like one of the original trilogy ones. And then I have Poe's X-Wing. I have the Force Awakens TIE Fighter. I have another X-Wing from Force Awakens. I mean the Rogue One. I think it's from Rogue One. Anyway, a lot of the larger Star Wars ships I keep together for a long time. Stuff I don't keep together very long, believe it or not, is like superhero sets. Because they always are kind of half done anyway. So not many superhero sets get kept together very long. Obviously Lego City type stuff. Well, I take that back. Some city stuff I do keep together forever. It's like the cars, like little cars and stuff. I'll keep those together because they display real easy in my Lego City. So those are good. Pretty much everything else is subject to disassembly pretty quick. There's a few that I have. The Sopwith Camel biplane, I have that one still put together. I have my Volkswagen camper van still put together. I have Beetle put together. The Ferris wheel, the Fairground mixer. So some of the larger creator sets, keep those together. But yeah, pretty much everything else is subject to disassembly pretty quick. What's up, April Elder? Thanks for joining me tonight. Fluffy Hub, I haven't seen you in a while. How's it going? Well, I haven't done streams in a while, so good to see some familiar names in the stream. What's up, Wolfie the Wolf Gaming? Oh, it's Friday. Friday where I'm at. Maybe in Australia. Is anyone watching from Australia? Because it's tomorrow there already. Friday. Ready for the weekend. Try to do building some sets tomorrow morning. Making some room tonight. Got some Lego in the mail. I ordered some stuff on Amazon. That stuff coming in. Or actually, I have it in already. Just haven't opened it. I'll do a haul video for that. I don't plan on building any of it tomorrow, though. I have a lot of stuff near my desk that I'm at right now that I'll work on building tomorrow. Sure, when I disassemble this stuff, I make sure that everything is fully disassembled. There's no random studs or bar pieces left, anything. When I do eventually get around to storing it away, make sure that I can easily sort it and store it. I've actually gotten better at. I try not to disassemble stuff like this. I usually try to disassemble it and put it away at the same time. But I've gotten better at sorting and storing bulk stuff. I don't mind doing this anymore. It makes for disassembling really quick. And throw it in a bin and get it out of the way. It consolidates so much easier. The rhinosaurs in Ireland. Awesome. Joining in from Ireland. 1:21 in the morning. Is tomorrow. Still Friday here. Ireland, it is Saturday morning. Welcome from the future. Like these huge knuckle joint pieces. Throw them around. Making a mess. Yeah, I'm gonna do a Nexo Knight mock. Or Nexo Knight style mock. Plan on doing with those big knuckle joint pieces. Trying to do something different with my mocks. I did my latest big mock that I showed at a couple conventions was a different style for me. I enjoyed doing it. So I'm looking forward to doing more stuff. I'm kind of taking a break from Lego City stuff. I have a pretty big custom Lego City that can easily display at conventions. Kind of my staple, what I usually always show. But it's something I kind of got burnt out on pretty quick. But when I eventually get back to it, I have some ideas on the next buildings I want to make. Fluffy Hub wants me to do drop test on these sets. The disassembly may be faster, but there's a whole cleanup factor of dropping them, sweeping them all up, picking them up, dusting all the dust and hair off of them, pick them off the ground. And not many people, believe it or not, like the drop tests. I used to do those a lot on my channel, and they were the most hated videos that I had. See if this plane flies. Well, I've got a helicopter, sort of. Actually, two planes. Not set up right now to show that. I don't think the webcam would capture that very well. Or else I probably would do it. I mean, I'll do it, you guys just won't see it. It's a fun thing to do, right? Do something that you guys can't see. It's only fun to me. So no matter how many times I use the brick separator, taking stuff apart still kind of hurts my fingers. Time to take a drink. It's Friday evening. I'm drinking a nice cold one. So, you guys tell me what you're drinking tonight. Or in the morning, or at 1:26 in the morning in Ireland. Tell me what you guys are drinking. Toss your plane over the table. Just toss it onto the table. Hold on. Alright. This is for the fans. Here we go. Not sure how that sounded on your end. It's a little loud on my end. What set is that red car on the left from? It's nice. That is the Lego City High Speed Chase. I think I may actually keep this set together. That could go in my Lego City. I like the dark red color. Look what it did to the plane. Alright, so people really like the destruction of the Lego. See, I could drop this Daily Bugle, little half building thing. So when I threw that plane, I heard parts flying everywhere. This is kind of what I'm talking about with the whole dropping of stuff. Is I'm gonna have to find those parts so they don't get vacuumed up or anything. But hey, do it for the fans, right? You guys want it, so you got it. Sort of glide. I don't know how much it glided. It more or less fell with style. Let's see what this one does. Ready? Here we go. Actually, let's see. This is gonna go on the police truck here. We got 1, 2, 3. That was not expected. It actually kind of disassembled a little bit here. There must be... How did that not fall apart? Crap. Hold on. I'm gonna have to... So the third level more or less just popped right off. And it just popped off in one whole piece. It didn't even break, really. Alright, let me drop it on its side like this. Let's see what it does. Still, and then it landed on its base plate again. Alright, so the Daily Bugle is the strongest Lego set ever made. It just comes off in 2 pieces. So, if you want to get a set for your kids that they can't break, then that's the set. It's not breaking. What if I take this piece here and put it on there? Still just kind of coming off in little modules. Oh, so I have this Lego City Bank. Call it. I may drop that one next. Clean up some of this real quick. Move some of these larger pieces out of the way. What's up? Slider 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. I'm gonna put that one away. Need to move the pieces I'm gonna actually put away over here. Don't need any of this. Got way too many of these parts in my spare parts bin right now. We need to make room. Alright. Got doors. Ninja Dan is going through his dark ages. It's cool. Everyone kind of sometimes does that. I know I went through my dark ages. But then that was before YouTube, so... I think the social media and internet in general probably helps keep people engaged with their hobbies more so than 10, 15 years ago when there was not a big social media influence. But now that everything is internet driven, you can really stay engaged a lot better than I was a kid back in my day. The Rhinosaur says, do you ever have days where you can't be bothered building, sorting, etc.? I mean, I just kind of build and sort whenever I have spare time. I'm confused with the question. I can build and be bothered. It doesn't bother me. I don't get upset if I have interruptions. Same with sorting. Sorting is kind of like I hate sorting, but then the other thing about it is it kind of is relaxing because you just kind of free your mind of anything. So if I have like a really rough day or a week, sometimes spending 2 or 3 hours just sorting Lego kind of helps free my mind from anything going on. But if someone interrupts me, it doesn't bother me. The thing I can think of getting is the Nintendo Switch. And Jadan is in his video game years. I went through that. When I was a kid, I was into Lego. Then I went into my dark ages because of video games. College. And my career. Then I got back into Lego. I had a pretty long dark age. I've heard of people going through it only, you know, like their teenage years, and then they get back into it into their 20s. I didn't get back into Lego until my 30s. Early 30s, so late. No, I was past my 20s. Definitely in the 30s. But the cool thing about it was, looking back at all the Lego sets that were released in my dark ages, there's really nothing that I missed out on that I would have really wanted. So I feel like I lucked out and back in the prime of Lego again. What's up, Charm City Brick? Yeah, Charm City is kind of agreeing with me a little bit. You know, having some alone time, and you know, it is very relaxing. Yeah, Charm City Brick is talking about my Chicago recap. Chicago was fun. I'm glad I did it. If anyone didn't watch that, then check it out. But really worth the experience, in my opinion, to see everyone and all the crazy mocks they had. Really, really good stuff there. People that run the show are really, personality is just different. Brick Fair, Virginia is one that I want to go to. I think I've maxed out my Lego travel budget for this year. It's already halfway. It's only halfway through the year, but I may do that one next year. That may be the one that I go to next year. By one, it's not the only one I'm going to go to. What I basically do is I try to travel to one convention that is outside of my, what I would consider, home territory. So anything I have to travel really far away to go to, consider it a long trip for me. So next year I have a few shortlisted. I either want to do Brick Fair, Virginia, or BrickCon in Seattle. Maybe even Brick Fair, Alabama. That one's a little bit closer to me. But I hear Virginia is the kind of the flagship one, the bigger one. So I may try to make it to Virginia next year. Last year I did Philadelphia. Fun. This year I did Chicago. Here is up in the air right now. Maybe you guys can help me decide Seattle or Virginia. Coffee Hub is going to Comic-Con in July. Yeah, they always have Lego at Comic-Con. Are you talking about Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con? The Fluffy Hub, is that the one you're talking about? Doesn't say in his comment. Alright, got this airplane. Lego Friends stuff. I think I'm done buying Lego Friends. I used to buy a lot of it just for the parts, but they're kind of doing a lot of repeat of so many stuff, and there's really no new parts anymore in Lego Friends, so I think I'm done with Lego Friends. Lego Elves are so much more steampunk, and they have all the cool parts now, so I'm replacing Lego Friends with Lego Elves for parts acquiring. Oh, so it's just a brick. It's a Comic-Con in Tampa. So it's not the San Diego Comic-Con. San Diego Comic-Con is the one where they come up with a lot of the Lego exclusives that you can only get there, and you have to be lucky and get there early and get a ticket and maybe get in line and get one. Arm City wants me to go to Virginia. Lego Friends Juice Bar. I remember that set. It's actually not a bad set. They have a pretty cool blender in that set. Then, of course, it has all the fruit pieces that are cool in that set. Yeah, Friends bar is pretty cool. What's up, Donna Clifford? Fine words. Talking about the Ghostbusters headquarters. Yeah, I would love to build it if I had it. I need to buy it. So, I imagine they're going to start retiring that one soon. But I have not purchased it yet. I'll get it eventually. That's one of those sets that's so big that I probably won't take apart. So if I'm going to get it and build it, I need to make sure I have room for it. So I'll get it. Maybe. You know, I thought I was going to get the tumbler, but then I decided not to because I know where to display it. But the Ghostbusters headquarters would fit nicely in a Lego City layout. So if I don't disassemble it, I could modify it to fit in a Lego City. So there's a little bit more motivation for me to buy it over some of the other big sets. Another big set that I passed on was the Helicarrier. Again, something I'm not really interested in displaying, and the thing is enormous. But where the heck am I going to put it? Beatles Submarine. That's a okay set. I'm not a Beatles fan. Built that set. I thought it was okay because there's some. At the time, there were some newer parts in it. But I actually still have it built. I probably should disassemble it. Yeah, I'm not into the Beatles stuff. Way before my time. But even just for the build, it was okay. Just a lot of brackets and baby bow shapes. That's all it is. The Rhinosaur wants to do a mock. Doesn't know what to do yet. Maybe someone can give him some direction on something cool to build. Yeah, the Yellow Submarine is not to minifigure scale after Brule. So it makes it even harder to really be motivated to do anything with it. There's a Scarecrow's little pizza delivery thing. Lego Batman movie. Taking this thing apart. Did you think of the Caterham? The Caterham was good. It was actually a really fun build. One of my favorite Lego idea sets. Rhino wants to do a Star Wars type of mock. I'm not into Star Wars mocks that much, so I don't think I'm going to be able to help you too much. Parts flying everywhere too. Studs on the ground. Over here, when I so gracefully threw that airplane into the building. Parts bin is almost full here, so get creative and put the stuff in there. Lamppost. What did this come off? That had to have been off of the Daily Bugle set. Charm City. I build a couple Star Wars sets. I have them on my Instagram. Cool. What's your Instagram name? I'll have to check them out. Fingers getting sore. I may hit a limit of disassembling tonight. Charm City Brick. What's up, Falden Domcrow? Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Let's see here. Let's go to our Instagram. Let's do a search for Brick. There you are. Here. It's a pretty cool building. Grand Resort Hotel. Actually really cool. I like the tan color or the gold. The bottom levels. You're going full out Friends on the top. Cool. Oh, I like the floor you have on the inside of that. That's cool too. Oh, you have the Saturn V. Lucky. What what I'm buying next whenever it comes back in stock. That concrete truck too. Nuts. Cool stuff, Charm City. First live video. So this is the first live stream you've been a part of. Failed. I don't know how to say your name. Falden. Again, sorry. This is live. No rehearsal here. I'm just trying to read it live. What? 50 of them? And I'm gonna have you go get me one, and I'll PayPal you some money or something. You can't find any around here, and you've got 50 of them sitting on a shelf. I'll get them eventually. You know, it's one of those things that it's just hot right now, and once everyone gets theirs, there'll probably still be a bunch left over. They'll eventually go on clearance, and I'll probably end up having two as well, but I'm not the only one that wants one. There's so many people that want them that they are in hot demand right now. Thinking of doing a mod of this. This is that Lego City Bank heist set. It has the pretty cool little ATM that can be pulled out, you know, as a play feature. I'm thinking of doing a mod, making this Lego City building in my Lego City. It's just so plain and basic. I don't even want to mod it. It just needs so much work that it really won't be a mod. It'll actually be a mock. So the more I thought about it, I was like, no, I don't want to mod this. All right, Mr. Rhino, thanks for joining. Some rest, and we'll catch you in the next one. What's up, Christian? Thanks for joining. So, as people join in, let me know where you're watching from. We have Mr. Rhino from Ireland. It's 1:51 in the morning in Ireland. They're going to get some rest. Let me know where everyone else is. We got Charm City from upstate New York. I think someone is from Virginia in here. So we got a few people from the United States. Great if we had a worldwide audience. I was just talking about doing a mod on this, and here I am taking it apart. Not worth it. If I were to mod it, it would be such a mock that the point of doing it. Charm City is just outside of Baltimore. Oh, sorry. I was confused with someone else that said they were from upstate New York. So Charm City, brick, Is that really based on a city called Charm City? Or is that like made up name for your Lego city or something? I could Google that real quick and find the answer, but I'm busy. Oh, Australia. G'day. It's my terrible Australian accent. Sorry. Awesome having someone from down under. So it is tomorrow there. So in Australia, it is Saturday. It is Friday where I'm at. It's so weird to say. Welcome from tomorrow. Maybe you're watching the past. Maybe I'm talking to the future. What's up, Haley Bricks? I enjoy the destruction more than I do the sorting. So yes, I could always use help sorting. I will disassemble, slide them over to you, and you can sort them. There's days when I do like to sort. I was telling them earlier. Someone asked me if I find this where I need no one to bother me or anything. And I was like, you know, it is kind of relaxing actually sorting stuff. I've just mindless activity, kind of free your mind. But for the most part, I have to be in a really special mood to want to be sorting stuff. Versus doing stuff like this is not sorting. I'm just taking stuff apart. Charm City Brick on Food Network. There is a Charm City Cakes. Oh, Baltimore is known as Charm City. Wow. I am not very privy on my Baltimore history or nickname. Alright, Haley's on their way to stay the weekend here and just sort all my bricks. That would be awesome. If you'll do that, I still have half of a 6-pack that you left here last time you guys were up. So there'll be a cold one waiting for you, Haley, in 5 hours when you get here. So we'll see you then. Mr. H loves sorting. What is with these people that love sorting? How come you guys can't live closer to me? I would have a sorting party every weekend if all of these people lived closer. That is not a lie. I would totally do that. Charm City, you're cracking me up. I'm not... It's a very deceiving name, Charm City. If they have the second highest crime. It's like, oh, this sounds like a beautiful place to visit. And then you show up and you're like, whoa, that name was deceiving. Not so charming. So we have Donna loves... Alright, so I need Mr. H, I need Haley, I need Donna. You guys all need to move to North Texas and become my sorting crew. We could have dump all this out on our dining room table and have a fun sorting party every weekend. So if you guys can get on that pretty quick, that'd be awesome. I didn't realize there were so many people that enjoyed sorting. All right. Eldon Dom Crow says, "How do billboards talk?" Oh, is that a riddle? missed something in the chat. Seeing anything? Oh well. I didn't think I would fill this bin up, but it is pretty much full. I have other bins, but I'm gonna hold off on more yet. Actually, I'm just gonna overflow this one. That's what I'm gonna do. Put the dog over there. Got some money. The money tiles, I have a little drawer or a bin that I put all my money stuff in. Here's some more money. $100 bills everywhere. Should make Sean sort all of his own technique. I mean, what is he going to do with it once you sort it? I mean, does he know your sorting system? Will he be able to find everything that you sorted for him? He's going to be sitting in the back yelling at you to get the round thing. Give me that round thing. I see that's how it's going to play out. Not going to know what it's called or where it's at or what you did with it. Yeah, it's hard to sort from Australia. I would welcome anyone to join the sorting party, but gotta kind of be close. What's everyone's thoughts on these rotary stud launcher guns? Fan of them or not? Let me know. Tell you what I think of them as I hear everyone else's thoughts. Trying to figure out what to tackle next. I'll do this little. Actually, I think I'm gonna keep this thing together. I don't like this little bulldozer. One is being kept. Put it in there, along with the red car. Pretty cool. It does have some money in it. I'm gonna take the money out. And I have a drawer over here that I keep small little vehicles together. I'll put money there. Got some 1x2 tiles piled up. This thing. Charm City says, how excited are you for the Ninjago sets? Considering Ninjago is probably my second favorite theme behind Technic being my first favorite, I am pretty excited for them. I can't wait for them all to come out. Plan on getting them all. I've heard that they are slowly being released already. Legoland California already has the Ninjago stuff out. But August, 1st of August is when they're supposed to hit the shelves, so it's only 2 weeks away. So 2 more weeks and I'll be getting them. Can't wait. Charm City says all stud shooters are garbage. Haley is half and half on them. Cool if you were a little kid. Not too much mess for it. Yeah. Agreed there. The kids like them. These are cool new fender pieces like these because they're not oval shaped. They actually are radiused with a flat piece and then radiused again. So keep those fender pieces out. Yeah, stud shooters are cool for kids, but then you lose every stud you shoot. So Halloween Crab, thanks for joining. personally does not like the stud shooters, but the Rotier ones can be good just for this. Yeah, that's one thing I like about these is it is a pretty cool little shape, and can attach them to a plate like this, so where the studs actually would connect a stud shooter to. You could put that on there. So there are some possibilities with these things. And then it has the two Technic pinholes. Backside, I guess you can kind of see it. Those two pinholes. But it is pretty cool how you can connect it to a plate. Go all the way across. No, it won't go all the way. Kind of get the idea. I mean, it's a different shape stuff, so I don't know. Ugh. See, VIP holders have access to new Ninjago tomorrow. Interesting. I'll have to run by my Lego store and see if I can get some of them. Be sweet. Get that big giant Ninjago City set. What is my favorite Lego set? The Lego Technic completely remote control motorized excavator. That has been my favorite set for a very long time, and there hasn't been a set yet dethrone it. Pretty easy answer for me. I get that question a lot. Felden says on your Hidden Brick channel, do Minecraft. There's only a few Minecraft sets that I haven't built yet. I think they're ones that I don't have. So check out all my videos on that channel. It pretty much has almost every Lego Minecraft set. Almost. There's maybe three sets I haven't built yet, maybe 4. Not many. Built a lot of Minecraft sets. You know, I didn't really care for Minecraft. Well, I can't say it like that. I never understood Minecraft, especially the Lego sets. So I decided to watch some Minecraft videos online and start playing a little bit of Minecraft just to understand the game a little bit better, since I was building so many Minecraft sets. And I kind of semi got addicted to Minecraft. It was surprisingly kind of fun. I really don't play it much anymore, but there was about a month where I played it a lot. It was pretty fun. Keep the police truck. Oops. It's gone. For some reason, Lego City has a ton of crime in it. But in my personal custom Lego City, I don't have nearly the amount of crime as in the Lego City. So I'm not big into the police type vehicles in Lego City. Actual Lego City theme. Alright, so take these tires off. That's there, that's there. Alright. Well, I think this is going to do it for this stream. I've maxed out my container here. We've been going about an hour, so this is about as much as my fingers can take for getting a little raw. I am tender, delicate. So we're going to stop this stream today. Appreciate everyone that joined me. Charm City, Falden, Domcrow, Christian, Haley, Mr. H, Ralph DeBrule, anyone else that was here tonight. Appreciate it. Like I said, these are just going to be pop-up streams whenever I want to do them, whenever I feel like it, or whenever I just time to do them. So you never know. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.